defense. Offense will come out first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have...
Turning it on! He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Boston College's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room. Inside the touchdown, Cyclones. The defense does the work itself with the pick 6. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bolden. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Now the play fake. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
They'll send the back in motion. They want to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Quarterback moving. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play.
There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Boston College. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll get rid of it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Escapes trouble. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trying to get it to the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsauer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
28, Iowa State, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. A strike downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10, Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Under fire. He's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Makes the catch. It's Bolden. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He unleashes a long one. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man, what a break on the football. He read that the whole way. He just couldn't finish it. You know he saw the end zone. He saw the grass in front of him to break on that and maybe take it to the house, but just a missed opportunity.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The play action fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker here. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over Georgia Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And the Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Going downfield for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bolden. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Looking to pick up the first. Boston College comes to the line on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He gets it into the red zone, but not quite to the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 18, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Got it behind the line. It's Ramsauer. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this setter downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're testing the right side here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Carry-On. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2.
That keeps the score. Boston College 28. Iowa State 26.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snagged in the middle. It's Bolden. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
We've reached a break. Boston College has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. Still running at the 35. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They'll ride the hot hand. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. With jet sweep pass. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's carry on. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
That's a first down for the offense.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Power football with the run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They'll run it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
22, Iowa State, 29.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Peppers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bring in the heat. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the 1st down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Ramsauer. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
Got the back over the middle, and they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
Under fire. Makes the catch. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. After this, it'll be a wrap. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
In the end zone.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.